Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GBLX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis in the past, although it's been several days since, but that is where these green and red line annotations are coming from. And after today's price movement, definitely some updates here need to be made. First thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning here. Go ahead and get rid of this line down there. Sure, it still pertains to the chart. It pertains to the chart. It's just not relevant anymore. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's clutter and lines all over the place. So I want to just try to keep this as clean as possible. First update, though, that does need to be made comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So for those of you that perhaps remember the last video I did and me talking about 94 cents as that level of resistance, now that the price is above it, this would be considered one of the newest areas of support. The near-term level of support, and this is what I would call the ideal level, is right up there at $1.20, meaning, hey, Clay, what makes this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? That would be if the price can stay up above $1.20. Now, don't get me wrong. If the price falls below it, I'm by no means suggesting that everything's totally ruined or anything like that. Not saying that at all, just saying that if the price can somehow manage to stay up above it, that would be a huge sign of power going forward. Taking a step back, though, and looking at the big picture of things, so this assumes you have more of a broader time horizon, just keep an eye on that purple line, as I've talked about in past videos. That is the 50-period simple moving average. As the name implies, moving average, that line is going to move itself higher and higher as time goes by. And simply put, as long as the price stays above that purple line, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then the bulls are in full control of the trend, no doubt about it. Sure, yeah, you'd want to see it stay above $1.20, that'd be ideal, but from the grand scope of it all, as long as it's above that purple line, the bulls are in 100% control of the overall trend of the chart. What about areas of resistance? First area of resistance is that shorter term one that seemed to form right there during the afternoon, and that's at $1.35. And then after $1.35 is just simply where the party stopped today, and that sits right up there at about the $1.55 mark. So $1.35, $1.55, next couple areas of resistance. But as this chart has shown, I don't want to say that resistance levels don't matter, but what matters the most for, this one is just doing what it's been doing. And what has it been doing? Well, as long as the price continues to focus on build these higher bases as it's done over time, then the overall chart is going to continue to take care of itself. And part of taking care of itself is just breaking those levels of resistance. So focus on building higher lows and let the chart do its thing. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.